Hello, 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 Pisces, and welcome to Aurora Creative Healing. I am Kia, and thank you so much for joining. To those of you that are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. To those of you that are veterans and have been with me thus far, welcome back. You probably noticed that the name of my channel has changed from Rainbow Tarot to Aurora Creative Healing. That is because I finally got my business website set up, auroracreativehealing.com, and I just want everything to be seamless and connect well with everything else. So I changed all my social media and the YouTube channel to Aurora Creative Healing because it's pretty much all just one umbrella. I'll be incorporating my Reiki and essential oils into some of my readings in the near future as well. So it's just going to be one big tossed salad of spiritual happiness and wellness and all that good stuff. So again, thank you guys for joining me. I'm doing a reading today for the astrological sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus for the month of October 2019. And not October, I don't know why, probably because it's still October when I'm filming this, but it's Scorpio season and we're moving into November. Scorpio new moon is in a couple days on the 27th, so yeah. This is a reading for the astrological sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus for the month of November 2019. Thank you guys. Please do note that this is a general reading for the collective energy of Pisces. Therefore, the reading may or may not resonate with you. So my advice is take what resonates and leave the rest. If nothing in this message happens to resonate, please do check your Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. You may find something in those videos that resonate with you a little better for the month of November. So let's get started, right? So when I was doing a little pre-shuffle for you guys, Pisces, and I don't know, even going into this reading, I'm just all in my feelings. Very watery, and, you know, just very emotional is what I'm feeling. I don't feel like an hysterical kind of emotional, and not really in a heavy kind of emotional, but what I did receive was that some of you are cleansing and clearing in some aspect of your life. I don't know who that, message is for, but some of you in the collective could very well be in the process of clearing and cleansing. And being as we are moving into this new moon in Scorpio, this is a period of change. The death of old things and the birth of new cycles are beginning. We're going through transformations. For some of us, it's been a very difficult period of ascension and growth and coming together and coming into who we are and who we want to be. And so for you Pisces, I'm hearing that some of you are definitely, moving into this period in the month of November here around this time where you're cleansing and you're clearing things that no longer serve you or maybe holding you back from, raising to that next level, raising your vibration, hitting this ascension period. So let's get started, shall we? See what we have for you guys. Oh, and I forgot to say, if this does resonate with you, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Share the good word, you guys. If this does happen to resonate, or, you like the reading, or you happen to resonate with me, because I know there's readers on YouTube that I just automatically resonate and clicked with, please do share. I'd really appreciate it. I'm just starting out, and we're few, but we are mighty. So let's get started. Messages do we have? Ooh. Okay. We're already off to a kind of crazy here. Whole deck's wanting to flip out on me. Let's see. What energy is crowning Pisces for the month of November 2019? Holy Spirit. Oh. 8 of Cups in reverse. your crowning energy. Some of you may be having some hesitancy on moving forward, leaving things behind here. Some trepidation about this movement forward. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. What energy is surrounding Pisces heart space for the month of November 2019? What energy? Ace of Wands. What energy is Pisces grounded in for the month of November 2019? Judgment card in your grounding energy. What energy of the recent past is most affecting Pisces in the... Eight of Coin in reverse. I just heard somebody's not putting in the work or wasn't putting in the work in the recent past. What energy will most likely be surrounding Pisces in the near future? The High Priestess in the reverse. So, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. So I'm looking at this Eight of Cups here. And when the Eight of Cups shows up in the tarot, typically what we're talking about is walking away from things that no longer serve you. Being brave enough to leave behind the 8 cups that you've accumulated thus far. They served their purpose at one point, but they do no longer, and you need more and want more. And so you're in a place where you're feeling brave enough and confident enough and have the strength to move forward and leave behind these things that are no longer on your level. With this being in reverse, Pisces, there's definitely a feeling of trepidation, a feeling of hesitancy when it comes to making this movement forward and leaving things behind. And again, like I said in the beginning of the reading, I felt, really emotional, very watery energy. And like even now, there's like the sensation of knots in my stomach, like there's a nervousness about it. And I'm hearing again that clearing and cleansing. There's something that you need to clear and cleanse yourself of that you aren't doing yet, Pisces. And this is the energy that's crowning you. So this is leading you into the month of November here. And I do believe it's coming from whatever it is that you weren't putting the work in here with the eight of coin in reverse, because what I heard is not putting in the work. So there could be some of you in the collective that in the recent past wasn't putting in the necessary work in order to move forward and up to where you need to be going. And I feel like this goes a lot deeper, Pisces. I feel like this is talking about your path, your purpose, what it is you're supposed to be doing in this life. But for some reason in the recent past you weren't putting in the work. And I'm gonna clarify that, because I really want to know what that's referring to here. So in your heart space or your will center, your will, your heart, desire, we have the Ace of Wands. So there's definitely the desire to move forward, the desire to follow this passion that you have, this you see there's an opportunity to pursue this passion, this desire that you have, this fire within. But with the Eight of Cups and your crowning energy, you're just not getting there. There's no movement happening, I should say. Where there should be definite movement here, I'm feeling very stagnant, Pisces. You're grounding, the energy grounding you in the month of November is the Judgment card. I'm hearing that some of you in the collective are overthinking a situation. Like you're trying to use proper judgment, but you're so caught up in making the right or wrong choice, or worried about not making the right or wrong choice, that you're overthinking it. There's something that you're overthinking. The Judgment card also talks about answering your call, your calling, what it is you're supposed to be doing. Both Scorpio and Cancer had similar themes in their readings, with you all being water signs, and I'm doing all the water signs first. I've done Scorpio, I've done Cancer, and now it's your turn, Pisces. But the stories seem to be similar, like have similar themes, but you're each in your own story of how things are, weighing, how things are falling, how the cards are falling here, as far as where you are in your journey, or your situation, because everybody's situation is unique and different. But what I'm feeling here for you, Pisces, is a distinct feeling of stagnation, of being stuck. Like, there's a part of you that knows or feels drawn to what it is you're supposed to be doing, but there's a lot of hesitancy. And you're grounded in this Judgment card. But I feel as though you're overthinking it. You're overthinking this call. I'm hearing this isn't a decision to be made with your mind. This is a decision to be made with your heart and your gut. What you feel within. Do not overthink it with logic or rational thought. This is something that you have to feel your way into. With this Ace of Wands here, this is all about passion and desire. This isn't about logic or rational mindset, which logic is good, but in the means of making this first step that you need to be making, or making these steps towards your purpose and where you're supposed to be, this is a decision that has to be, it's a gut feeling, it's a gut decision. And I just feel as though you're overthinking it, and by overthinking it, you're missing this call, this judgment, this call to do what you're supposed to do. Like these statues down here at the bottom, it's like you're frozen. Like you see the angel. The angel is there, ready to guide you, ready to help guide you and give you reassurance and protection. But it's like you look upon that angel, Pisces, and you just get frozen with fear because you don't know which way is which. You don't know what the end result is going to be, and it has you stuck, it has you frozen, it has you hesitant. And I'm hearing, but it's not meant for you to know right now exactly how everything is going to pan out. I'm hearing that your job right now, Pisces, is to take the first step. Because by taking the first step towards your purpose, towards what it is that you're supposed to be doing, the divine will step in and intervene and provide the rest. But you have to first make that movement. You have to make that movement and show the universe that, hey, I'm moving. And the universe will respond in that same tune. to support your endeavors. We're all working together here. It's all co-creation. We co-create our reality with the Creator. But the Creator's not going to do the work for you. You have to first make that move. And sometimes it's a move of faith. It's a test of faith on, do you have the will to step into your power? Do you have the will to ascend and step into who you came here to be? What you came here to do? I'm going to clarify the Eight of Cups in reverse here. Oop. Why is the Eight of Cups in reverse here for Pisces? Oop. Why is the Eight of Cups in reverse here for Pisces? Why is the Eight of Cups in reverse here for Pisces? One card, please. Why is the... Oh, okay. So the Eight of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Cups, or the Seven of Chalices as it's called in this card. So Pisces, I definitely feel that you're in an overwhelm of choices and direction as far as which way to go. You're being faced with a lot of choices at this time, and you're not sure which one is the right one. But I'm hearing you do know which one is the right one. And by that I mean, on the outside, on the surface level, no, you're confused. It's a lot. You don't know exactly which way to go. However, I need to adjust this. There we go. However, within your higher self, your intuition, you know which way to go. There's an inner knowing there that you have to tap into. And until you do, as long as you stay stuck in this overwhelm of choices, or this overwhelming feeling of having to make this choice and decision to move forward, until you go within, you're going to be stuck. It's going to be hard for you to move anywhere. Clarify the Eight of Cups with the Seven of Cups. Clarify the Eight of Cups with the Seven of Cups. Please, Holy Spirit. Clarify the... Whoop. Yeah, the Magician in reverse. It's like, instead of you being able to work a beautiful alchemy of the elements and your resources and what you have before you, it's like there's chaos in regards to this movement forward. It's like you're swept up in a chaos of the Seven of Chalices in reverse. And you're surrounded by everything you need. Everything you need, you have. And what's not there will be supplied once you get to the next step. But you haven't taken the first step yet, Pisces. In this ascension and this growth and this, to be able to start this new cycle, this new this new chain of reactions in your life, moving you to your higher purpose, connecting you to your higher self. You're not tuning into your intuition. You're getting swept away by surface things, and you're not going within. You're too busy paying attention to all the craziness on the surface, all the hustle and bustle, all the interference, and you're not listening to your intuition. You're not listening to your gut. You're not listening to the divine and those that are here beyond that are trying to assist you in this. With the Magician here in reverse. I'm also hearing some of you may be trying to manipulate a situation in a way, or an easy way out is what I'm hearing. Like trying to find an easy way out. But what you have to recognize is that there is no necessarily an easy way out of this situation that you're in, or out of this trial that you're in. And this isn't necessarily a trial. I feel more or less, Pisces, that you're just at a point where you're needing to move forward and you're not. You're at a point where you need to be building what's in here into your physical reality and you're not. Because there's this sense of overwhelm. Because you're unsure. You're swept up in different emotions and situations that no longer serve you. I'm hearing that for some of you, your energy is being pulled into situations and directions that aren't even important, that aren't even significant to your purpose. And instead of moving on and leaving it behind you, you're allowing it to distract you and sweep you up into a place where you don't need to be. Pisces, my loves, you've got to snap out of it. You can't allow people and places, not places, I'm having so much trouble talking. You can't allow people and situations to hold you back from your higher purpose. You can't allow people and situations that lower your vibration to keep you stagnant. You have to move beyond. You have to move beyond that, Pisces. This energy that's crowning you in November. Let's clarify this Ace of Wands in your heart space. Why is the Ace of Wands here, Holy Spirit, for Pisces for the month of November 2019? Why is the Ace of Wands here? There's too many. I'll take the one on top though, thank you. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles with the Ace. Judgment card came out again, and it came out with the Nine of Pentacles. I'm hearing this is a solo journey. And I don't mean that to say that you don't have people in your life, or you don't have loved ones in your life, or you may even have a partner in your life. But this particular journey, this calling, is to lead you to a place where you are independently abundant. Where you have built your own abundance, that you're surrounded and have everything you need, and that you're glowing in your own autonomy. You don't depend on anyone else or anything else to ground you, to give you stability. You're standing in it on your own. You've worked for it, and now you're reaping, or have reaped, the rewards, is where this calling is leading you. This open door, the Judgment card, your calling, it's calling you. But are you answering the call, Pisces? Are you answering this call? Because this call to your higher self, your higher calling, your purpose here, is what is going to lead you to this Nine of Pentacles. That's why this Ace of Wands is here. This passion. Whoopsies. This passion, this Ace of Wands. This is an opportunity that you are being given. What is your calling? What are you being called to do? The door is open, but only you can walk through it. And it's there. And you know it's there. This is the energy surrounding your heart space, your will. You feel this calling. This is what you want. This is what you desire. You desire this independence. You desire this inner power. You desire to manifest all these ideas and passions into the 3D, into your physical reality. But like in the recent past, you're not putting the work in. The work is not being put in. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups here. Why is the Ace of Cups here for Pisces? Why is the Ace of Cups here for Pisces? Energy of the recent past, most affecting Pisces in November. Why is the 7 of coin, 8 of coin here for Pisces in the recent past? Page of Swords. Yeah, so Page of Cups and Page of Swords here, clarifying the 8 of coin in reverse in the recent past. So, for some of you, I'm hearing that you may be being called or have felt called towards a creative endeavors, whether it's the arts, whether it's writing, what have you, something that's creative and imaginative. It's like you feel called in a way that's I cannot think of the word. Here we go. I can't talk, y'all. I'm just going to say you feel called towards creative endeavors. And with the Page of Swords, some of you can be aspiring to teach, can feel a call to learning of some sort, learning more about what you want to do and how you want to pursue these dreams that you have. It's still in the very early stages, but it's there. There's a knowing and a desire to want to pursue these creative endeavors, wanting to pursue this higher learning. But it's just like it's like the work's not being put in, or the work wasn't being put in, because this is the energy of the recent past. Clarify the Page of Cups and the Pages. I feel like in the recent past, with the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Cups, and the Knight of Wands, you were taking forward movement. And doing so passionately and in a way that was captivating to those who saw you. You were working towards this Nine of Cups. This wish fulfillment is what you wanted in the recent past. And I don't know if it was doubt or what have you, but for some reason you stopped and you put those thoughts to rest. You drop them or let them sit, sit in the back of your mind, or just decide, I don't know. I don't know. It's a little confusing, to be quite honest, Pisces. I'm not too sure. Clarify the Four of Swords, please. Why is the Four of Swords here? Why is the Four of Swords? So in the recent past, with the Ten of Chalices, this is emotional fulfillment. This can talk about coming into a reunion or union with a soulmate, divine counterpart, what have you. The Ten of Cups. Sometimes I call it the happily ever after card, depending on how it lands. But it was clarifying the Four of Swords. So something that was put to rest here. This emotional fulfillment. And it came out with the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is what one might consider a master card. And by that I mean the King of Swords is a leadership energy, an energy of leadership. It does not have to be a male. It could be male, female, anything in between, doesn't matter. What matters is the energy, and this is the energy that was surrounding you in regards to this Ten of Cups. And the King of Swords is all about speaking his truth in a way that inspires others, informs others, leads others. He provides a service of truth and understanding, rational logic, and balance. Clarify the King of Swords and the Ten of Chalices, because this isn't making sense. It's not making sense, Pisces. It's so discombobulated. It's so back and forth. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords came out. That we're still in the energy of the recent past, Pisces, and it could very well be that somebody that you had some sort of soul connection with, someone you were close to, came through with a truth. And something about this truth that was shared, I feel like it caused what was once a very close relationship to be put to rest, or to take a break even. I don't know, I'm hearing take a break. I don't know, for some of you guys that may have been in a relationship, could have been that you guys decided to take a break for some reason or another. If it's not a romantic relationship, just could have been a friendship, family member, what have you. Anyway, what I'm seeing here is that some kind of truth came out that caused things to come to a halt for you. It caused it to come to a halt. This truth that was spoken. Could have been a truth that you shared, could have been a truth that the other person or persons shared, but it put you in a place where you just decided you weren't going to work on it anymore, whatever it was. This endeavor you could have been working on, it could have been a group endeavor, because it does not have to have a romantic connotation. I don't see anything here suggesting that it was really romantic. Even the Ten of Cups could just be something that's emotionally fulfilling to you. So it could have very well just been a business partnership, a partnership between friends, what have you. Something that you were working on together. But a truth emerged from whatever the situation was that caused the situation or dynamic to just be put to rest. Whatever that was starting to grow, or whatever that was starting to bud, was just kind of shut down once this truth came out. This could also, the Ace of Swords could also be representative of someone being cut out. So take it as it resonates, Pisces. However, whatever this past situation was is what is, impacting you the most coming into the month of November. It's what I feel definitely has you in the stagnant energy of being hesitant to move forward, being overwhelmed. I feel like it could very well be that you're overwhelmed with emotions that you're still carrying from this past situation. Take it however it resonates. We're going to clarify this Judgment card and the grounding energy here. Why is the Judgment card here for Pisces and the grounding energy, November 2019? Why is the Judgment card here? Two of Wands. There's a choice that needs to be made. What did... I believe Cancer got Two of Swords, and I think Scorpio also got Two of Wands. Again, a crossroads, you're grounded, and this is with your grounding energy for the month of November. Definitely at a crossroads where you're going to have to make a decision to go which way, one way or the other. And you already know, there's an inner knowing that already knows which way that you need to go. What is this in regards to? What is Two of Wands in regards to? Holy Spirit, what is this Two of Wands in regards to? So, Illumination in the reverse. So, the Illumination card in this particular deck is a bonus card. And the Illumination card talks about things being revealed to us that was actually in front of us the whole time. Things being illuminated. But with this being in the reverse, this tells me that instead of it being illuminated, it is quite possibly that things are still hidden and unclear at this time. Again, it's kind of like I said at the beginning of the video, Pisces. Sometimes you have to make the first step into that unknown before the next step is illuminated. Like when you light a candle or you shine a light, the light only shines so far, But with each step you take, the further you go, the more it illuminates. Or you can relate it to a GPS. Think about it. You're following a GPS. GPS will tell you, so much. Then it's not going to tell you the next step until you first take the step that it told you to take. Or take that turn that it told you to take. Then, once you take that turn, it gives you the next direction. This is like the same idea. I feel like you're, in the month of November, Pisces, that you're definitely being called to follow whatever it is this calling is that you feel drawn to, because you know what it is. It's time to move from this crossroads. It's time to move into the unknown. I'm going to clarify the High Priestess in reverse for the energy surrounding you in the near future. What energy is surrounding Pisces and the energy of the near future? Energy surrounding Pisces in the near future. High Priestess. Energy surrounding Pisces. Near future. High Priestess in reverse. Why is the High Priestess in reverse here? So, with the High Priestess in reverse, when I see this card, it makes me, automatically leads me to think that there's information that's simply not known to us yet. It's not meant to be known, either that or we're not tapping into our inner knowing. One or the other. It's clarified by the Six of Wands in reverse and the Five of Swords. So Pisces, with the Five of Swords in reverse and the Six of Wands, because the Five of Swords can talk about conflict, a lose-lose battle, or someone trying to get one over on someone else, what have you. But typically the Five of Swords talks about fighting a losing battle. Okay? And the Six of Wands in the upright would be like victory, appreciation, recognition, etc., but it's in reverse. I feel like this is confirmation that whatever conflict that you had been going through, it's a losing battle and it's not worth the fight, because there's no winning in this. There's no winning in whatever this conflict is. There's no winning staying stuck. It's time to put the sword down, is what I'm hearing. And by that, I think putting the sword down for you, Pisces, is very much so, cannot talk, guys, is very much so connected to you taking this first step. It's time to lay down the sword. Like on this card, one of the guys is following the butterfly. It's following the butterfly. I don't know if you can see, but it's following the butterfly. He put down his sword and he sees the butterfly, and he's gazing at it, ready to follow it. It's time for you to lay down the sword and stop fighting the inevitable, because you're going to come into what you're supposed to be, one way or the other. What matters is the path that you take. And the Two of Wands offers you two ways that you can go about this. You can do it the hard way, you can do it the easy way. And the easy way would just be to stop fighting. No, it's still not easy. There really is no easy way. But the more you fight it, the more you resist it, the more difficult it seems to make life, the more anxiety you have, the more overwhelm you have, because you're not focusing on what's in here. What's in here. Nine of Wands. Yeah, you've been fighting this battle for a long time, Pisces. You've been revolving around through the same cycle over and over and over again. But you are so close. With the Nine of Wands, you are so close to relieving yourself of these burdens, of these fears, of this hesitant, of this second guessing of self. You are so close. It's time to stop walking through the revolving door and make a change. So Pisces, wow, we're already at 42 minutes. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get your advice reading, because I feel like this reading was pretty heavy, Pisces. But honestly, with us being in Scorpio season and season of transformation, things are probably going to be just a tad bit heavy. But you know what? It's okay, because we're going to come out of it on top. If we're willing to put the work in. If we're willing to take the risk. So, let's see. Let's get some advice for Pisces. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys, again. Alright. Let's get your advice. For some reason, my computer screen went off and I was trying to get it to wake up for me. What advice do we have for Pisces, Holy Spirit, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of November 2019? What advice do we have for the Pisces Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of October? November, Lord, why do I want to keep saying that? For the month of November 2019, guys. Alright, let's see. What advice do we have for Pisces for the month of November? Oh, would you look at that? The Fool card. Time to take that leap of faith, y'all. Time to take it. Page of Cups. Leading by your imagination, connecting with Source, taking yourself to that next level. One more card, please. And the Knight of Cups. So, taking action. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, and again, like I said, I was feeling very watery coming into this reading, and your advice is very watery here. It's definitely leading from a deeper place, a place of deeper knowing. So, with the Fool card, pretty cut and dry. It is time for you to take this leap of faith. It is time for you to embark on this new journey that Divine has been calling you towards, and that you've been feeling in your gut, and you know it, but you've been hesitant. You've been allowing the past and outside people and circumstances to stagnate you and keep you from moving forward to where you're supposed to be, Pisces. You have a much higher purpose than the day-to-day that you've just been scooting by or just barely getting by. You're so much more than that. Don't allow fear and outside influences to stop you from beginning this new journey towards your ascension, towards the raise in your vibration. With the Page of Cups here, this is asking you to tune in to that youthful exuberance of love and whimsy and imagination. The sky's the limit. Now is the time for you to imagine what you want and just envelop yourself in it. The Page of Cups is it can embody a grounded emotion, like building your foundation on an emotional level, tuning into your heart space and what your heart desire is, what your will is to do. What do you dream of? What are you dreaming of? And also connecting to Source, connecting to your higher self, that spiritual level of who you are, tuning into that and allowing it to guide you and help you to imagine what you want into the physical world, which is beyond possible. We are creators, we are manifestors. And then the Knight of Cups coming, following the Page of Cups. This is taking action on it. This is making moves, but moving in love and moving in endearment and embracing all that you are within. Now is the time to act on these dreams that you have. Don't let anyone hold you back from moving forward on this, Pisces. Don't let anything or anyone hold you back from moving forward on this. Embody that Knight of Cups energy. It's not just being like a hopeless romantic or, lovey-dovey. It's really about moving and taking action by way of love. So acting in love and not fear. Whatever step you take, do it in love and not fear. And there's nothing that you cannot accomplish, Pisces. You just have to do it. You have to take that leap of faith. It's time for you to move. It's time for you to make moves. And this is the perfect time to do it. Scorpio season, month of November, time for transformation, ascension, growth. And growth is not easy. Growing pains, like, it's a thing. But know that you have everything it takes and more to move into the space that you're supposed to be in, Pisces. So, I'm going to get an oracle card for you guys before I close out. Get an oracle card for the astrological sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oracle card for Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oracle card for Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Month of November 2019. Okay. Okay, so 4 came out, and with the reading that we got, I'm going to go ahead and hold to all 4, even though I was only really looking for 1. But the first one you have is Stag. Trust and thrive. Pisces, I believe that especially at this time, you're being called to trust in your foundations. You're being called to trust in yourself and your ability to manifest the life that you want, to walk in your purpose, to walk in your passion. You have to trust in your ability. And your ability, you have to trust in your ability and the ability of all those who support you in this realm and the next. Next card, Eagle. See from a higher perspective. I feel like this is calling for you, Pisces, to look at things again from the perspective of your higher self, from your intuition. Take time to be quiet and meditate on it. Connect with the divine. Connect with your guides. Connect with spirit. Whatever you subscribe to, connect with it. Even if it's just you, your higher self, connect with it. And allow yourself the opportunity to see things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective. Look beyond what's just on the surface. Because it's so much more than that. So much more than that. And stand your ground. Don't be afraid to stand in your power and confidence of who you are. Because the ground that you stand on is supported by the divine. And you are supported always. So stand your ground in the face of adversity. Stand your ground when it comes to things that no longer serve you. And sometimes standing your ground could very well mean moving to higher ground. Moving on from things that no longer serve you. Don't be afraid to speak your truth and speak up for yourself. And definitely don't be afraid with the Hermit card here to take some time to yourself to retreat and recharge that energy. Because when we hang around people who, and treat all people with love, but when you hang around those who vibrate at a lower frequency than you do, either they have to rise up or you have to lower down to their level. And more times than not, it's usually you lowering down to their level, which isn't good for your own growth and your own spiritual health. It's important to take time to retreat and recharge. Spend time around those who are on the same frequency as you or higher, because we're all, you know, ascending higher. We're all trying to get to that higher level of knowing, of understanding, of living. And so it's important to surround yourself with people who also are of like mind and are trying to get to the same place, you know? So this is all I have for you guys. I know there's going to be a lot going on with you guys in the month of November. But do know that you are always supported. If you ever need to talk, I am here. If this message did resonate with you, please like, comment, share, subscribe. I would love to hear your story and how it resonated. If you would like a personal reading, something more in depth, especially coming out of a reading that, you know, like this in the general, it's pretty vague. But if you did feel as though this reading resonated with you, I encourage you to reach out and get a personal reading so that you can have something more in depth and more catered to you and your situation, to perhaps give you guidance moving on, going through this month of November. If you do reach out for a reading or request a reading from me, I will give you a 50% discount if you mention that you saw this on YouTube, or this coupon on YouTube. I don't really have coupons, but I will give you 50% off of whatever reading you end up requesting from me. So I love you guys. I'm going to leave it here and sending lots of love and light. Again, know that you are supported and you are loved. Until next time, bye-bye.